Yep, well, just give us a call when you're leaving the motorway and I'll take you back to the house. All right, see ya.
Who's that?
Franklin.
Oh, I'm looking forward to meeting him.
No, he's acting like it's Christmas over the stag night. Right, am I going to get a look or what?
Promise me that you won't laugh.
As if. It's very it's retro.
I'm never gonna get it right, am I? A bride's look is forever. I want to look timeless in our photos.
You look perfect when you're not trying so hard.
Maybe Mum will have some ideas when I see her later.
When you seeing her?
Tonight, I spoke to her at the salon. And we have decided that I'm gonna move back home.
We? Home?
Yeah, just until the wedding day.
Can I help you, sir?
I want to speak to somebody about a racist incident at my home.
Right, okay. Was this something that you've witnessed, or was it aimed at you?
Aimed at me? They know where I live. There's a whole gang of them.
Right, I see.
They hang around on the street and the park by the Millennium Estate. But it comes to something when you find them in your own garden.
Yeah. Do you want to tell me exactly what's happened?
There was one today. He looked right in my kitchen window, right up to the glass at my face. Right to my face.
So this happened about 3 p.m. today?
But they've been strutting up and down for a long time, like goose-stepping. You know, always taunting me.
Can I get a description?
Always in grey, like it's a uniform. They think they can intimidate you. And fat, beady little eyes. You wouldn't trust them.
What about colour of hair and height?
I suppose about...
Okay, let me get this straight. There's a gang of them in grey, and they strut around with beady eyes, and they're about that big.
You know them.
Mr. Ballard, are we talking about pigeons here?
They've been bothering me for a long while now, scaring off the other birds I put food out for. But today they went too far.
Did they? And what did they do today?
My hearing not what it was, but I tell you this. That pigeon came up onto my windowsill and made racist remarks at me. What are you going to do?
Does not look like your normal choice of lunch, Dr. Carter.
Shop didn't have much of a selection.
Well, perhaps a salad to go with it, or some fruit. Is everything all right?
I'm fine. I will be, thanks.
Is it work making you feel like this? Or the time of year? I must confess, I do not like February. I'm thankful it is the shortest month.
It does tend towards the grey. Going home in the dark to a quiet house.
It must seem very empty now.
It's full of memories.
Perhaps a break in routine. I mean, you could... Well, I have... Why don't you come to my house this evening? I have plenty of food.
No, I've got.
Maybe we can both try to forget it is February.
How can I refuse such an offer? I look forward to it, Mrs. Templey.
Good. Good. Oh, can I help you?
Oh, let's get you in out the cold. Oh, mwah. Oh, those for me. What are you after?
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Malone. Paula.
Hi, Dad.
Evening all.
Look at these, Mal. Are they gorgeous?
You're making time with my bird. Welcome home, love.
Run Cherry's case upstairs and you can pop these in a vase. Actually, stick these in some water first. You can sort a vase later. Oh. It's nice to have you home. Oh.
But it isn't actually illegal, is it, madam? If you say that your neighbour isn't taking any money for her favours, that means that she's not a prostitute, just very, very friendly. OK, thank you. Thanks, bye-bye.
He came back and I was waiting for him.
Right, so this is...
Now you can see what I've put up with. What will you do?
Yes, that is a good one. Gary! See, we can't really hold pigeons. It's more of a job for the RSPCA, would you?
Talk alone won't stop them. I want to speak to PC Miles.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid PC Miles is not on duty this evening.
He knows me. He'll know what to do.
Will he? Don't worry, because we know what to do as well. So, just, we'll sort it. Leave it with us. Okay. Thanks.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, no, not at all. I had no idea what time your meeting would end.
I came via my wine merchant.
Oh, you did not have to do that.
New World, South African, little frisky.
Oh, really?
I know you're not a great imbiber, but this will go with any of your homeland delicacies.
Oh, you were expecting something traditional. Only...
Anything will be fine.
Well, will it go well with chicken casserole and dumplings and treacle sponge pudding and custard?
The food of my childhood. You know the way to a man's heart.
Oh, please, go through it.
Oh, do you remember this holiday? You had a crush on that deck chair attendant. And the pink lilo you wanted.
Oh, yeah, it matched my cosy.
Oh, will you check the roast for us, love? It could use another baste.
Ahead of you there, all done.
Who wants a refresher? Top up, Jimmy?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
I'm all right, thanks, Dad.
More canned apes, anyone?
Oh, well, when you bring the drinks back, love, no hurry.
Oh, look, this is a wedding album, isn't it?
Oh, Jimmy doesn't want to see that. You're not in any of those.
Oh, yeah, but I want him to see you. Oh, look. She just looked like me at that age, didn't she?
Uncanny.
The curse of all daughters, ending up like their mothers.
Brian, it's Rob. How are you, mate? Yeah, no, I'm fine. Yeah, no, listen, I'm sorry to bother you at home, but I've had someone in the station asking after you. Yeah. Cedric Ballard? Ah, yeah. Because he's brought me in a racist pigeon for questioning. No, I released it for lack of evidence. Oh, really? When you say he usually doesn't go out after dark... Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Oh, you haven't.
Did you think I wouldn't?
Oh, I can't believe you've gone to all this trouble.
I'm losing my little girl.
Oh.
Besides, if you're not going to do the full works, why bother?
Oh, this is just the sort of dinner party ambience that my nan...
My mother?
Yeah, she thought this was like the height of sophistication, this kind of 70s bistro thing.
Take no notice, Jimmy. It's a bit of family nonsense. But it gave us an excuse to get the best china out.
Who got the best china out? And the table extension from the loft?
If a thing's worth doing.
And only one captain to a ship, I know.
But you're doing it for me. Aren't I worth it?
So, I enter with the syringe, and he starts screaming blue murder. Hiding it didn't make any difference.
So it was not the syringe he was afraid of?
No, my bow tie. He hyperventilates. He runs straight into a plate glass window, 150 stitches, blames me.
Oh, what, for being properly dressed?
No, he said it aggravated his motiphobia, fear of moths.
Your bow looked to him like a moth. Well, he better not come to Botswana. We have moths much bigger than that.
He wanted to claim on my medical insurance. Sometimes I wish I could take the Mikado option and cut my way through the patient waiting lists.
You would be forever hitting your headdress on the doorframe. Oh, thank you. Please. Have you ever been to Japan? Oh, I have always admired the tea ceremony.
Really?
Oh, I'm fascinated. It is such a delicate ritual. Every gesture is so precise, so graceful.
You know, one day we should promise ourselves tea in the shadow of Mount Fuji.
Kanpai.
Kanpai.
And here's to you, bagging a doctor into the bargain.
Mum.
Joke. So, Jimmy, when are you planning on making partner at the mill?
Mum, aside from anything else, we've been focusing on the wedding for the last 6 months.
Yeah, besides I want everything to be perfect this time around, so...
This time?
What? You've been hitched before?
What I meant was actually after all the stuff that had gone wrong at the engagement party.
That's not what this time implies to me.
Jimmy's been married before. I told you that, didn't I?
I've told you pigging kids before, clear off out! Oh, evening, officer.
Evening, madam. Sorry about that. Have you been having problems?
Oh, it used to be a respectable area. Are you here about the bins?
Actually, no.
Me neighbour. If you don't leave the bins right by the curb, then the bin men don't bother emptying them. It's their regulations.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but the bins just keep piling up. It'll be rats next. I've had Mr. Smedley from our neighbourhood watch back me on this.
Right.
Well, I say watch. I mean, he's up and down here with a torch and a ping-pong bat, but that's council cuts for you, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Do you have much contact with Mr. Ballard? Mrs...
Miss Stockton. Valerie. He's a bit weird, like harmless, but he watches from the window with binoculars.
Does he have any trouble with the kids?
Oh, I couldn't say, really. He keeps to himself. We all do round here. Anyway, I must dash, or my Musa car will get a skin on it. That's enough for two.
I've eaten, thanks.
Shame.
Thanks.
An older woman? How much older?
So about 20 years. I was a lot younger then, obviously, and I know now that it was a mistake.
What is it they say about doctors? They get to bury their mistakes.
I know all about this. It wasn't a serious marriage.
I'm not sure I'd even call it a marriage. It was more like an open relationship with added paperwork.
Yeah, it's in the past. It's got nothing to do with us. Or how we feel about each other.
Not sure I even really loved Amanda.
You didn't?
No, not in the way that I did with Eva or...
Or?
Sorry, what?
Or?
Sarah?
Who's Sarah?
So you loved Sarah?
That was perfect.
Oh, well, sometimes the simplicity of a meal can make it all the more enjoyable. The whole experience of sitting down to eat, breaking bread with a friend, talking without ceremony.
I absolutely agree.
Is something wrong?
It reminded me of Marina.
Oh, I see.
Nothing she loved more than a meal that wasn't fussed over.
Well, the end of a relationship can leave us with moments unfinished.
With Marina, I thought I'd come home.
To have something so strong and then to lose it.
I'd never been so connected to someone.
Dr. Carter, what happened?
Let me clear these up. I'll take that for you. There we go.
You're sorry?
Yes, I am. I should have paid more attention to what you were telling me.
You thought I was what? A time waster? A stupid old man?
No, neither. I've spoken to PC Miles and he told me about the fire. He told me what happened to your daughter.
My Elizabeth. Would you like a cup of tea?
No, I'm fine.
It's no trouble.
It's okay.
I thought about rice, you know. See off the pigeons.
Why?
Make them puff up like balloons. They explode. That's why you can't throw them at weddings anymore. Pigeons going boom outside the church. That'd show them. People don't like explosions. I got skin grafts after that night. They were lighter in color. Like my own skin was trying to help me.
Help you do what?
Be not so black. Did I make tea?
No, you didn't, but that's okay. That's fine. If there's anything else that I can help you with. Go home. What's this?
One of the letters the pigeons leave on the tree. They're carrier pigeons. Didn't I tell you?
No, you didn't. Not about this. Have you got any more?
A few.
After Amanda, it was all rebound stuff. I wanted to be in love with Sarah, but it's not the same. I've never loved anyone the way I've loved you. You must know that.
I know.
In tribute to the newest member of the Malone family. Chicken.
It looks great.
Everything okay in here?
Yes, fine. We're just chatting.
So, this policewoman you were with, Eva, yes? Cherry says she died. What?
It's classified.
Hey?
Eva was working undercover, so there's a lot of stuff that didn't get reported.
Such as? Well, if there's anything else needs airing, better we hear it now before we all become one big happy family. Don't you think?
Did you talk to him about his bins?
Yeah, I did.
There used to be a time when you could hang your washing out in confidence, but now, pigeons. Disgusting.
He mentioned pigeons. I think he gets a bit confused sometimes.
Oh, don't get me wrong, he's a nice old man, but doesn't always think. And the smell sometimes. Still, you know what it's like with them.
Them?
Men. Living alone. Don't always have standards.
Did you know that he had a daughter?
Yeah, well, I've never seen her visit.
And you won't. Because she burnt to death. Somebody threw a petrol bomb through the window. Because she was a different colour.
Oh.
And Mr. Ballard went back in to try and save her. Now he's scarred for life. And he thinks that he's surrounded by hatred.
Well, like I said, we keep to ourselves.
So you didn't write this then?
What is it? Why would I write to somebody I live next door to?
And I won't find your fingerprints all over it. He's a broken-hearted old man, Miss Stockton.
I'm not a racist. But I don't like living by a pile of rubbish.
So why don't you be a good neighbour and help him with his bins? Then there won't be a bad smell round here anymore.
And then I had to tell everyone that Eva was dead.
And when did you tell Cherry all this?
Last August.
Is that why you split up last year?
And well, it did make things awkward between us for a while, obviously.
And all that time, Cherry was in danger?
But it was nothing the police could have anticipated.
No, hang on. Let me get this straight. You put our daughter at risk.
Held hostage by a psychotic thug in her own home?
It wasn't Jimmy's fault.
I know how this looks.
Do you? Didn't you think Cherry had a right to know what she was getting into?
Yeah, if she'd known the facts.
I'd still be with Jimmy.
Though you don't have to be loyal to him. That's an appalling deceit you put her through.
He didn't know that she was undercover at first. We've all got a past. Look at me and Scott.
Another man who deceived you.
You wanted the truth. So hopefully in time he can see through all this and just see that he's a good man.
Look, I love Cherry. My past has got nothing to do with my future with her.
The food could do with reheating.
Well, let me give you a hand.
No, thank you.
No, I insist.
No, really.
No, please.
Oh, if you insist.
Oh, it's all right. It'll come out. Don't worry. And the downstairs lift's just over there.
What was that about? Cherry?
You find the right bird. When?
Just now. I don't think you'll be getting any more letters.
They always come back, Sergeant.
No, I'm pretty convinced on this one. And I've had a word with your neighbour. I think she's going to help you with your bins. Help keep away the vermin.
Valerie Stockton. Help. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care of yourself.
Why leave it till now to tell us these things?
Because it's not important.
No.
And I knew how you'd react.
You think?
Let's just keep calm.
Everything you've said points towards the idea you're marrying a man who hasn't always made the best decisions.
So what you're saying is I'm the latest in a long line of dodgy choices.
No. Let's just keep calm.
Cherry, come on now. Come on. Come on, speak. Come on, come on!
Well, then he did make the right decision.
What's that?
Could you get the... Come on!
Please, Cherry, please, come on. It's been long enough.
Now what?
That was delicious.
Good. Now, I am sorry for speaking of this again, but no one who saw you with Mrs. Bonet was in any doubt that she made you the happiest
Man in England.
No one is perfect. Huh? Surely to let one failing get in the way of happiness is a problem worth defeating.
Well, perhaps.
Did Winston Churchill say perhaps in his darkest hour? If you only have one obstacle to overcome, is it not worth the fight?
It's not that kind of fight. It's complicated.
If you are certain there is no one else that can make you feel like this, then you know what you have to do.
Jimmy, try lifting the door when you push it.
It's the lock.
Dad, it's stuck fast.
Don't breathe.
It's a bit of a panicky Pete, isn't he?
Jimmy?
Bob's got us dark. Get me out.
Well, we're going to have to get something to prise it open with.
He's not the luckiest of people, is he?
I'll get my toolbox.
Jimmy, deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth.
What's wrong?
It's claustrophobia and OCD. His dad treated him badly when he was a kid. He locked him in a cupboard.
Of course he did. Has he got any redeeming qualities?
Yes, he's kind and he's caring.
But this, it's like all the baby birds and abandoned kittens you brought home when you were little and who got saddled with the work.
Jimmy, it's okay.
Are you really prepared to take this on? I mean, how can he look after you? What kind of father will he make?
Well, Gran and Grandad like this when they met Dad for the first time.
It's not the same.
He was a punk rocker. Did they try and talk you out of it? Did you listen to them?
You can't judge a book by its cover. And Jimmy's the exact opposite of your dad. He looks all right. Be realistic, Cherry. Can't you see what your life will be like?
Now, are you sure that I cannot tempt you with some more treacle pudding?
Oh, no, I'm absolutely stuffed. I'd never want to leave. Thanks again.
No, it was my pleasure.
The food was superb, but more importantly, you rescued me from another evening of my own company.
Well, time for reflection is good for the soul. But making time to act on your thoughts is even better.
Chicken soup for the soul as well. How can I repay you?
Just be happy, Dr. Carter. And seize the day.
See you in the morning.
That's it. It's okay, it's all over now. Can you get some water?
Should we do something?
I think you've done enough tonight.
I've only spoken out of concern, Cherry. What kind of mother would I be if I didn't try and stop you making a terrible mistake?
The supportive kind.
I'm sorry, but if you're planning on going ahead with this wedding, I don't want any part of it.
There you go.
No, thank you, Malcolm. I think it's probably best if we just go, don't you?
Yeah, come on. I'm not coming back.
Why?
Because I know where I need to be. If you're asking me to choose between you and Jimmy, then Jimmy wins every time.
What? Choose what?
And I'm still getting married. It'll break my heart if you're not there. But whether you are or you're not, the wedding's going ahead.
Franklin.
Bit less of the oldest, Jimmy boy.
The entertainment!
Strippers.
Hello, we're going to have some drinks, something to eat.
I can't even have a proper drink to make it bearable. And I might be wearing proper grown-up shoes, but I can't stand up in them, and if I take them off, I can't get them back on again. And also, all these rather splendid men here refuse to flirt with me because of my